Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate, Samprapte Sannihite Kale, Nahi Nahi Rakshate Dukram Karane. O fool, remember the Lord Govinda time and again. When the death approaches you, the grammar doesn't support you or protect you from the death. Om, peace, peace, peace. Dear devotees, we had a interesting 2 classes on Bhaja Govindam or Moha Mudgara. So in the previous class, we saw how if you attach to the sense gratification or to the body or to the mind, how you are getting carried over and how you are losing the great things, attaching to ephemeral things, how you will be losing the great things has been seen very clearly. Now, after explaining the ephemeral things of the wealth or of the body or the pleasures which is aroused from the worldly objects, then he is trying to analyze what is life, how the life is with full of uncertainty and with disease and etc. In the 4th verse, let us try to understand. nalinīdala-gatajalamatitaralaṃ tadvajjīvitamatiśaya-chapalam viddhi vyādhyabhimānagrastaṃ lōkaṃ śōkahataṃ cha samastam. So the author is also a very good poet. He has got a wonderful imagination, power of imagination. He has taken the lotus and the dew drop or just a drop is on the tip of the lotus and there is a sunshine. It looks like a pearl and it looks so beautiful, isn't it? We all enjoy. And in today, the selfie age, we might take the photo clicks and we might, upload in any social media like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, all these things. And someone can take a selfies also. So the author is telling the water drop playing on a lotus petal has an extremely uncertain existence. So also is life ever unstable. Understand, the world is consumed by disease and conceit and is riddled with pangs. Now, a dew drop or just a drop is on the lotus petal. It looks so beautiful. In the reflection of the sun, it looks so beautiful. We enjoy. And if any musician or a poet is there, when he sings, he gets inspired and he can write a beautiful poem. Now, a little wind comes. Then what happens? The lotus, it shakes. The lotus wilts. Immediately what happens? The beautiful pearl, like the water drop, whatever is there, it falls away. Or just even little temperature increases, that water drop may get slowly evaporated in just few moments or minutes. So here the author is telling how uncertainty, one side from poetic imagination, it is a beautiful sight to see. But at the same time, the philosopher mindset is seeing this whole phenomena as how the life is with full of uncertainty. Because in the 2nd and 3rd verse, if you go deeply, you will understand that we should develop a right judgment on the wealth and the sense pleasures pertaining to opposite sex. What happens? Otherwise, we end up in wrong calculations and we end with the problem of sorrow. Now we think that the world is beautiful. Yes, of course, no doubt. The world can give anything and everything, we think. And because of wrong judgments, because of wrong calculations, when we get problems, when we get difficulties, when we get beatings, then we feel morose. Oh, I thought the world is so beautiful, but I think the world is not so. Just for an example, among youngsters, if you ask, they are very optimistic about the world. And when you see the old people, if you ask, some may be optimistic, majority will be pessimistic. Or it can be mixture. Why? Because of the wrong calculations. Now, Vedanta is asking you, the author is asking you, see as it is. Judge the thing as it is. When I see an object is there, and I am coloring my impression, my understanding, my likes and dislikes, and an object plus my likes and dislikes, I am mixing it, and that's how I am perceiving the things. That's why I'm judgmental. That is good, that is bad, that is right, that is wrong, etc., etc. So we are judgmental. So Advaita Vedanta, the non-dualistic philosophy, is asking us not to be judgmental and see things as it is objectively. That's what we saw in the second and third verse. Now, the author is trying to explain in the fourth verse the transitoriness of the world. World, its objects, and the pleasures which has been aroused, which has been given from the worldly objects. The world has wonderful things. And today in this, the world of computer or the science and technology, we have got so many ample opportunities for the sense gratification. Social media, I can keep on seeing things, and I can keep on hearing it. And when I go to mall or when I go to restaurant, I get a good taste. Then what not? So today, because of science and technology and because of the wealth, we have got ample opportunities for sense gratification. Okay, we have got money, we are earning money, and we are spending money for that. We are enjoying it. But slowly, after some time, we will understand that all these sense pleasures are momentary in nature. And instead of being their constructive, they're destructive in nature. The Nachiketa says in Kata Upanishad, Hindriyanam harayanti tejaha. When you keep on enjoying the world and its objects through the sense organs, what happens? Slowly, the power of your body and mind, our sense organs, keeps on reducing. And that is the general phenomena every one of us we know. As we advance in our age, our body digestion capacity, our eating capacity, sleeping capacity, working capacity, everything gets reduced. That's why the author is trying to try to understand things as it is, then you can reduce the sorrow to the greater extent. Having said this, he's speaking about the world. And is comparing the world with the drop which is on the lotus petal. The drop which is on the lotus petal, when there is a sunshine, it looks like a pearl. It is a sight to see. It is a beauty to see, and we can enjoy, no doubt. But all these things are fine. But a small wind or little temperature rise, or just if someone shakes the lotus, or even the fish in the pond, if it shakes, in no time, in fraction of second, the drop falls away. So similarly, this life is also. Today I'm good. Oh, Swami Shantivratananda is there, he is doing that, he is doing this and all. Tomorrow, there may be condolence message. We are sorry to inform that Swami Shantivratananda has left his mortal coil. Who is it? He was good. What happened to him? God alone knows. Like this, so many uncertainties, we keep on saying that. Oh, I didn't expect like this, it happens. Such a glory, he had such a wealth, and in no time, he came to, he was reduced to ashes, he was reduced to the ground, whatnot. Yesterday he was a loser, and today has become a celebrity. And today is a celebrity, and tomorrow he may be the loser, or just he has lost everything. So like these things, we keep on hearing in the life. Not in 1 day or 2 days, in due course of time, I missed to say. So this life is full of uncertainty. Okay, so that means what? Then I should not enjoy at all? Or should I be pessimistic? Can I be, then is the Vedanta is asking us to be cynical towards the world and its pleasures and objects? No. You want to enjoy the world, enjoy. You want to have the sense pleasures, have it, but understand there is a transitoriness. There's a limitedness from the sense pleasures and the objects of the world. When you go to the level of the mind, when you go to the level of thoughts, then the happiness is much more. It is productive, it is constructive. And when it goes to the self-consciousness, Atman, when you derive that bliss or happiness from that spirit or self or Atman, that is the ultimate. It is everlasting bliss, which is called Atmananda. So the author is hinting that, so don't get struck from this limited knowledge or from the limited happiness, which is called pleasure. So the highest form of pleasure, higher form of pleasure is what? Happiness. The highest form of pleasure is what? The Ananda, that is bliss, which is derived from the God, seeking God, experiencing the God or experiencing the self. So Vedanta is not asking you to become negative. Vedanta is not asking you to become cynical or pessimistic. Rather, it is telling only you try to understand the nature of the world. Well, sometimes we think, Swamiji, I thought he's such a good person. But now only I understood after, a few months after spending time with him, I understood he's not that person. So we are always with pride and prejudice, we keep on handling things and we'll be leading our life. That's where we get problem. There is a beautifully said in Sanskrit, all this is been termed or defined as adhyasa. Atasmin tadbuddhi. Whatever it is not, and we are seeing as it is there like that. That's where we get into problem. So Advaita Vedanta is asking you, remove the color of your mind and see things as it is. Try to analyze, try to understand, try to know the strength and weakness of it. Then you lead your life. Then there will be reduction in your problems, reduction in your sorrows, reduction in your reactions. Apart from that, the author is giving you one more reason why the world is transitory, why the world is momentary. If you ask, you can see the life is with full of, life is with not full of, life is with a disease and life is with of death. No, you need not invite death. If you invite people only, they will come to your house, they will come to the event which you are going to do. But even without your invitation, death will come and embrace you at some point of time. Oh, I am a millionaire, so death will not come. No. Or I am a celebrity. Will it not come? It will come. I am a minister, I am a president of the country. Will the death come? Yes. So he doesn't differentiate between poor and the rich, or the loser and the gainer, isn't it? Or beautiful and ugly. It comes and embraces everyone. Similarly, disease also. For some it may be less, for some it may be more, but even disease also is supposed to come. So that is the reason. So the life is full of uncertainty. Only at given point of time, or maybe during prime youth, generally we are good and we are healthy and all. Slowly, when we go towards, from adolescent to young to middle age and all, slowly we start getting health problems. So basically, the death is very uncertain. It can come at any time, and disease and all these things can come at any time. So understand the transitoriness of the world and the life, and so understand, accept, and lead your life. So because death can come at any moment for us, should I feel morose then? Should I not enjoy my life at all? Should I not try to achieve anything? Maybe like a graduation or post-graduation or wealth or riches or any achievements in mundane affairs? No, you can do all of them. Never mind. But try to understand that the limitations of all these things. One Buddha also says, Sarvam dukkam dukkam, sarvam kshanikam kshanikam. Everything is miserable and everything is momentary. This is what the Buddha understood. In the Arya Sattani, in the Four Noble Truths, he said, the desire is the root cause for suffering. There is a suffering. Since there is an existence of suffering, there is a cause of suffering. What is that cause? Desire is the cause of suffering. Fine. Then if there is a cause of suffering, there is a solution also to get rid of suffering. Yes. What is that solution? According to him, it is called pratitya samutpada, the dependent origination. He has given a wonderful teaching. So even Buddha also was asked, because even Sankhya also says. Now, the Sankhya philosophy, Patanjali yoga system, Buddhist philosophy, even the Western philosophy, all of them, they say that because we have got negative things, or we have got problems. Even some teachers of Vedanta also, we have got problems and momentariness, etc. We should seek the highest, or we should get rid of from this, we should get detached. Whereas the Vedanta, mostly it says from the positive point of view, the highest bliss, the real existence, the real awareness is what? The self. So seek it. Seek it and see it. When you seek the self or consciousness, and when you see, means when you experience it, then you will be getting rid of all these problems. Now, what is the corollary of this teaching from the author? Now, the world is momentary, and the life is with uncertainty, which is clouded by death and disease and dualities, good, bad, right, wrong, happiness, sorrow, profit, loss. All these things are there. Then what is the takeaway message? One is that understand it, understand the nature of the world and life, then lead the life so that there will be less reduction in the reactions. That's the one thing. And second thing is what? Now and here is the message of this verse. It is not directly told. If you think deeply about this verse, you'll get now and here. What is this now and here? In this world, mundane world, in this very life, try to seek the self. Try to experience the self. Okay, in this life, here means in this life, in this world, in this world, not in the above world. After death, I'll go to heaven or hell. There I will do. No, here means in this life, in this earth planet, wherever we are living. And now, okay, here you have said, Swamiji, now we are busy in our mundane affairs. Then we become bit old, when we get retired, when all our family responsibilities are taken care. I want to achieve millionaire. Once I become millionaire, I will start thinking of spirituality. Or at the fag end of the life, there is no other work. We will think of spirituality. Many times, many people say that. Oh, in India, oh, spirituality is for retired people. Religion or spirituality. No, that is entirely wrong. Wrong perception. So now means as a now itself, the moment when you understand all these things, we have to seek the self. That is a real, which can give real existence, real security, real help, real bliss. Then you start practicing seeking the self and experiencing the self. So now and here is the takeaway message from this fourth verse. And also, if you see the water, in that water itself, the lotus seed was there. From the lotus seed, lotus came, lotus flower bloomed, and again it got covered, and again morning it bloomed, and again it covered evening. For a few days it happened, then afterwards slowly it died down. Then it get rotted in the water, and it gets merged, or it gets mixed with the soil. So from the water it came, from water it came, it stayed in the water, it existed in the water, and it got merged, or it got dissolved, it got perished in the water. That is the very interesting point with the lotus. The same thing, we, or I, or you, or whatever, we are all being emerged from where? From the consciousness. Where are we existing? We are existing in the consciousness. Then where will we get dissolved or die out? If you say that also in consciousness. Means consciousness alone is real. I was consciousness, I am consciousness, I will be consciousness. But unfortunately, I am thinking that I am body and mind. So, tattvamasi, that thou art, you are that. So that great statement, Mahavakya, that is the message from this shloka verse. We can also think, or we can also understand. So I am the consciousness alone. Then what about this body? What about this mind, which is a part of subtle body? All these are instruments which is made up of the matter. But I am the self. I am the consciousness, never the matter. If so, then why to attach to this body? The same thing we can see in the life of Adi Shankaracharya, who is the author. One, Kapalika, means basically he was practicing some tantra practices. Because Adi Shankaracharya, he was known for his practicing strict celibacy. He had an advanced soul, basically. So this one, a person who was practicing tantras, black magic, you can say, he heard about Shankaracharya and his greatness and about his purity and his spiritual power. And he had read in the text, if you sacrifice such a person, then you will get a lot of occult powers. Then this fellow, which is a mean-minded fellow, he goes and he approaches Shankaracharya, the author of this text. Sir, I have heard that you are a great saint with full of spiritual powers and with a purest life you have led. You are a celibate. Shankaracharya smiled. So I have got one request. Shankaracharya asked, yes, my dear, what is your request? Can you come with me? Fine, why? Because I am going to sacrifice you for a particular deity so that I will get a lot of powers. Means basically is asking Shankaracharya to be killed. I mean, you accept the death. Now, we don't accept it. We will scream, we will scold him, we will beat him, we will give a police complaint. Isn't it? Or we will get fear and we'll run away and we will curse him. Or in Shankaracharya's case, he has to do a lot of work. He could have said easily, oh, my dear, you try to find someone else. How can you ask me? I have to do so many great things and I have descended on this earth to do much more greater accomplishments. So your foolish desires, I can't sacrifice myself for your foolish desire. Get away from this. He could have used all that. Instead of that, he said, oh, is it? That's all? Okay, I'm ready. I am ready. You can take me. I will follow you wherever you want. I will come and you can sacrifice me. By that, if you can get power, why not? So at least I will feel happy that I can serve. I served one individual being or one embodied soul. Then he started walking literally. I mean, that fellow also, he didn't expect this answer. He was mesmerized and he thanked God and he started, please follow me. And Shankaracharya was following. Then in between, when they were walking, both of them front and back, then a lion came and a lion jumped on this fellow who was leading Shankaracharya. Finally, that fellow died, and that's how Shankaracharya was spared, and we got all his philosophy. So the author, he never only taught, whatever he taught, he practiced. That is the greatness of Adi Shankaracharya, who was one of the greatest philosophers who taught this non-dualistic philosophy. And second half of the verse, if you see, the author is portraying the pain nature of the world and also the body. Now, the fifth verse, let us try to understand. Yāvadvittōpārjanasaktaḥ, tāvannijaparivārō raktaḥ, paśchājjīvati jarjaradēhē, vārtāṃ kō'pi na pṛchChati gēhē. This is also very, very practical wisdom. From country to country, from culture to culture, things changes, I understand, but it is one of the very practical, universal truth, pragmatic truth, we can say. The author is telling here, as long as there is the ability for you to earn and save the money, basically you have got money in you or with your bank, in your bank account, so long all your dependents or family people, friends, they get attached to you. They will come and they will talk with you, they will say hello, and they will communicate with you, they will dine with you, all these things. But later on, when you become old, when you are no more earning member, and your bank balance is not very good, then what happens? All these people who were there in and around you, slowly, one by one, they will start leaving you. They will neglect you. They may not care you. They will say, is there, let me. So you understand the nature of the people and nature of the world. Again, we have to be, the word of caution is, we need not to be negative. We need not to be cynical. We need not to be pessimistic also. It is very clear. The Vedanta philosophy is not asking us to be that. Only it is asking us to understand the nature of the world and nature of the society or people. There can be some people who doesn't care for your money or your achievements. As a human being, they may love you, but they are quite very few in number. When I am celebrity, everyone is ready to come and help you. Come and help me. Wherever I want to go, they are ready to escort me. And when I've got a wealth, or if I've got a power, if I've got a position, if I've got a name and fame or glory, many people are ready to help me. And they all feel happy, they all feel blessed, they all feel so good to help me. And wherever I go, just like ants always go and, circle the sweets or sugar, similarly, people are there in and around me. Why? Because of my power, because of my position, because of my wealth, because of my achievements. Yes, that is a fact. There's nothing wrong in that. Unfortunately, as bad fate, ill fate, then I lost my property. Then I became a mediocre person. Then you see how many people will stay with you. Yeah, till yesterday, the person who was day before yesterday was ready to help me at all times. And today, now I don't have all that. And I become a common person like any Tom, Dick, and Harry. Then when I call him, he says, "Oh, my dear, I'm very sorry. I wish to help you, but I'm sorry." I mean, in all cases, it may not happen, but it is quite possible and quite practical. Then you will start thinking, "Oh my God, how much he was on hell-bent on to help me. Because today I don't have anything, or I've lost my possession or property. So he's neglecting me." Then you will feel morose, you will feel unhappy, you will start crying, you will get dejected, and sometimes people end their life because of the depression and stress. All these things can happen. Why? Because of wrong judgments about the world and the nature, its nature, or of the people. So when you understand all these things, then you don't get carried over. The same thing we can see. In India, there's a famous company called Bombay Dyeing. Bombay Dyeing is one of the very reputed clothes shop. They've got hundreds of shops all over India and lakhs of, a few hundred millions probably, or few hundred lakhs, they've got an annual transaction. So a particular person who has built that empire, and he was a millionaire, and he was very happy. He had got his own vehicles and he has got a lot of property and all. So when he became old, then he thought, okay, now I am becoming old. Let my children take care of that. Probably he had only one son, and he asked him to occupy his chair, and son occupied the chair. And son started doing his business, continued his father's business. That's all fine. Then the father said, anyhow, after my death, all my property is going to my son only. So when I am there, let me give him for him, so that anyhow, after my death, he will enjoy. So he transferred all the property, whatever, movable and immovable properties, everything to his son's name. Slowly, till yesterday, the son was so humble, so respectful, so loving. And the moment when he transferred the power and the wealth and all, slowly, the son started showing his color, started neglecting his father, not caring his father. And the father had to request him for the funds. And in such a condition, pitiable condition, the father, the owner of the Bombay Dyeing, finally he and his wife came out from that luxurious house, luxurious building, or in a castle, and in a small rented house, in an apartment, they started living a simple life. Whatever they had, a meager income, meager money they had in their bank, based on that they purchased a small house in an apartment, and they started living a simple life. And he started telling everywhere, "Oh, my dear, you do all for your children, never mind. But at some point of time, till your death, don't give all your possessions. Otherwise, you can make up to road." Now, every son and every daughter may not do this. And in everyone's life, this may not be the possibility. This may not be the experience, but it is the possibility is there in different way, in different percentage. Different things can happen for different people. So basically, the life is uncertain. So when everything is good, people will come in and around you. If you carry over by all these things, then you'll be number one fool. That is what the author is telling. Then what should I do? How should I do? Yes, you do duty for duty's sake. You have to look after your wife, look after your children, As a duty, you take care. And someone comes and asks, for example, 3 days before Sunday, one person came. He came and he asked, oh, I don't have a petrol. Can you give 10 euros? Tomorrow I will come and give you. You can, if you want, you can come and check my vehicle and whatnot. We said, never mind whether you will come and give, we don't expect. If you come, fine. If you don't come, fine. Okay, this is what we can give you. We can help you. Say, we are serving you. And we gave it. And he didn't come back. Sometimes people, they do come and they ask and they take money and they come back. Some they don't come. So all of us, we might have experienced all these things. And mostly we know that many times they tell lies. That is the external people. And with our own relatives, with our own family members, if this thing happens, when we get cheated, it is a death blow for us, a great shock for us. Then what should we do? Then we should start practicing. One is that we should do our duty for duty's sake. It is my responsibility to take care of my family members. I will do, but in return, I should not expect anything. From the sense of duty, you do it. Or otherwise, unselfishness. God is residing in every human being, in even plants and in the trees and in the animals also, or in every being, living being. So when I'm serving my children, when I'm serving my parents, when I'm serving my neighbors or friends or anyone, so I'm serving the God. So all your worldly affairs or mundane actions can be translated into, can be transferred into spiritual practice, spiritual actions. So you helped someone because God is there, and by helping him, I am worshipping the God. I am worshipping the Supreme Self. So that fellow tomorrow, if he turns back, fine. If he doesn't turn and he goes away and he cheats me, that is fine, because I have served the living being, the God in him. So this is what the takeaway message. And there's a very funny story in Gospel of Ramakrishna. The Ramakrishna narrates a beautiful story. And the story goes like this. Once a married person, he met a monk. And that person asked, oh, why have you become monk? Why have you renounced the life or family? The so beautiful world and family, etc. And the monk laughed at hearing all these things. And he said, look, everyone is leading the calculated life. In the name of love, we do barter system. We are all doing our own calculations. And real love is seen at very few places with very few people. It is not so. That's why I thought a God-centered life is better. That's the reason I left my home and her. Then this fellow said, no, I think there's a problem with you or with your understanding. It is not so. At least in my case, it is not so. Then the monk asked, okay, what do you think about your life? Oh, I've got a wonderful mother, wonderful wife, wonderful children. They all love me so much and I all love them so much, etc., etc. Then the monk heard all the story, and he said, look, we will have an exam now. We will have a test. Then the fellow said, yes, I am ready to undergo the test. Then the monk said, okay, I will give some tablets now. You take, and by the time you reach to your house, and you will become sort of unconscious. Unconscious means not unaware of everything. Only your body will become still, but you will be knowing, you will be hearing whatever people are talking, etc. You will be conscious inside, and you can make some actions physically, like your hand is turned one side, your leg is turned one side, other side. So people get basically worried about you, and people will think that you are died. You have died. Then this fellow accepted the challenge of a monk, and he took the tablet and he went and he sat, and his wife welcomed him with all love. Do you want anything? And she gave a water, and mother also was happy. Both of them were busy in their household works. Then 10-15 minutes afterwards, the wife comes out to call the husband for the lunch. She sees, for her astonishment, a rude shock, husband has died on the cot in a very particular, very peculiar fashion. Immediately she got a shock and she screamed, and mother, children, everyone came, and they in and around, and they started shaking his body and all. No signal or nothing. Then they started understanding that he's no more. Then they cried and they called neighbors. Neighbors and all came, and it was a village. So in villages it happens, city it becomes a bit less. So villages, all people came and they started feeling, oh my dear, was such a good person. Yesterday we saw, day before yesterday I saw, morning I saw, afternoon I saw, or just he was before entering his your house I spoke with him. All these conversations were happening. Then maybe 1 hour over or 2 hours over, people are crying. Mother is crying, oh God, if you would have taken my life, I would not have bothered. At least my son, you should have spared. Then wife is crying, oh God, why did you take my son, husband? You could have taken my life. You should have spared my husband's life, etc. Like that, everyone is crying, neighbors, relatives, and parents, I mean, mother and wife and all. Then this monk enters the house. Then everyone said, oh, please come, Babaji, monk, oh sir, please come, see him, our person has died. Can you do something? Then this monk comes and as if he doesn't know nothing. He comes and he tests. And he said, okay, yeah, he's no more, but I have got some special power and I've got some medicine. If I give a medicine, he can come back. Everyone was happy. They all thanked the monk and said, please, please do, please do. But the monk said, yes, but there's one condition or one problem. What is that? Someone should be ready to die, so that the death will shift from this person to another. The person whoever accepts, he will die and this person will come out. Now everyone becomes very still. The neighbors took aback. They went behind. No, we are not that. Then the relatives, oh no, we are relatives. After all, their family members are there. They went back. Then mother and wife said, oh, this person left, what to do now? I have to be there and I have to take care of children. If I go away, what will happen to children? Who will cook in my house? All these things. If otherwise I would have spared, but probably not. Then they all looked towards the old mother, aged mother. Yeah, but see, I love my son, but I have got one desire that I would like to go to pilgrimage to Kashi and I would like to see some places. So I have not finished all that. Otherwise, I would have spared my life. Maybe sorry, what to do? Our son we have lost, but I can't. So no one was ready to spare their life to save his life. And then by that time, this fellow got up and he said, monk, whatever you said, it is right. All in the love, it is all a barter system, calculation. Please, I have understood now. I will come with you. Please take me. Saying that, he continued. This is maybe exaggeration, but sometimes we may think that, but this is the hard fact of life, or bitter part of the life. Again, I'm saying it is not that we should not marry, we should not have family, we need not be negative about the world and about the family, all these things. But only thing, you understand the transitoriness or the limitations of the world or the worldly life or the objects. That is what the intention of the author. That is what you have to understand very clearly. You understand it, accept it, then lead the life. Then there will be no problem. So basically, you should know very clearly what is the fact. The square fact of the life should be understood very clearly. Money can purchase many things, but not all things, isn't it? So it can bring huge amount of good things. Of course, we all need money, no doubt, but it can bring sorrow, it can bring problems, it can bring insecurity and whatnot. So understand the dual nature of the world and its objects. One object can bring good and bad, happiness and sorrow and whatnot. And still you go deeply, you will understand the object is not giving you happy. The object is not giving you sorry. It is only your attachment. Say for an example, you had money, so you were happy. Now you incurred loss and you are unhappy. Why? Because of the attachment, because of the value you are giving for money, that is making you happy and unhappy. Money cannot give directly happy or unhappy. Only the value you give, your perception, your attitude towards the money only makes you happy and unhappy. Say for an example, I say that, okay, I will give you 100,000 euros, but the condition is you should take poison. Then people say, oh, Swamiji, better not 100,000 euros. No, I don't need. Why? Because I should take poison. That will end my life. Now you see. So money I love money. If you give just like that 100,000 euros, I'm ready to take. But the condition here is poisoning. No. So this good, bad, happiness, unhappiness, it is so relative. It is always calculative. So nothing can give happiness, nothing can give unhappiness. It is all based on your perceptions, attitude, and circumstances. So the wise person, knowing this square fact, he understands the necessity of the money. He struggles to earn the money. He struggles to build the house and all these things, but he knows the limitations of them. He understands that, he accepts that, he leads the life. That's how the reactions will be less, the sorrow will be less, the stress will be less, and you will be able to live the life of balance. That is what the intended meaning or applied meaning of this verse. So he is the wise person who understands all these things. The world is with mixture of opposites. Sorrow and happiness, joy and sorrow, or profit and loss and whatnot. So understand the square fact, he will be leading the life. So this is also called a sort of pratipakṣha bhavana. I have so much attached to the world. That's why I'm suffering. I know that. Then how to get detached from this world or from the sense pleasures? Many times we think people do ask, Swamiji, I know that using mobile for a long time is not good, but I've got attached. How to understand this? The Patanjali, here in his Yoga Sutras, he has told beautifully few thousands of years before, follow the pratipakṣha bhavana. Opposite. What is that? Try to know that by using mobile for a long time, it can spoil your time. One is time waste, and the other is it can spoil your physical health, mental health, quality of sleep, and whatnot. And there can be psychosomatic problems in due course of time. All these things. So as a result, give away or use the mobile as how much ever it is required. This is called pratipakṣha bhavana. So I have attached to the world and its object. How to detach from these things? So understand the limitations of this world and its object. Understand the problems which can be incurred by getting attached to the world and its objects. Then you will get detached. So once you get detached, that is called vairagya. Then you attach yourself to the self. You attach yourself to the Govinda. That's what seek Govinda, seek Lord. The author is saying, seek to the God. Seek God, attach yourself to the God or the highest things, then you can lead the balanced life or blissful life. All the mundane achievements and the activities, learning, they're all essential for us. We have to understand, we have to struggle for it, we have to achieve, we have to struggle and achieve it. But at the same time, know what is the value of it, what is the worth of it, and how much you need necessary. Say, for example, when we were small, we thought if we get it, toys and chocolates and maybe good clothes and sleep, that's enough. Then when we grow, the same toys, they never gave that same happiness for you. It started reducing. Then you wanted two-wheelers or you wanted something else. Then when you become youth, then your necessities, your likes and dislikes, your wants got changed. If I get a four-wheeler, if I get a good job, if I get married, I'm happy, I think. Then when you get all these things, then you think may not be. Yeah, to some extent, okay, afterward there are some problems, there are some challenges, and there are some issues. Okay, by this I can happen, by this I will be happy, by this I will be happy. So the whole of our life, we are chasing the happiness behind this world and its objects or behind some people. When I go there, I understand, not there. And I go somewhere else, like mirage. And we'll be, in the whole of our life, we are searching the happiness externally, but we lose most of the time, many of the time. That's where Kabir tells beautifully, Kasturi mrugudundatu banamai. The reindeer is searching, the beautiful fragrance is coming, so it is searching the entire forest. But it doesn't know that fragrance is coming from its own stomach, actually. So similarly, we are trying to search the happiness in everything. Children are searching the happiness in the toy or chocolates. Youngsters are, searching the happiness in some mobile or in the vehicle or in the opposite sex. Then parents are searching the happiness in children. Our old age people are searching the happiness in the security or with children or with good health or whatnot. So basically, we are on searching the happiness in the world and its objects, but unfortunately, the happiness is in you only. Either by seeing God or by seeing yourself, experiencing yourself, one can be happy. So stop searching the happiness externally. So get introvert, get inward, and try to understand the happiness which is you only, which is in you. So that is the message is been given by this fourth and fifth verse. So again, the word of caution is, so we need not to be pessimistic or negative about the world and its objects or the world achievements, about the pleasures, but understand the transitoriness, understand the momentariness of all these things and get away or rise yourself to the highest things, seeking the self or seeking the God. Otherwise, you are struck with the sense pleasure, sense gratification with this world and its objects. Such a person who has got such a mindset, the person who has got such a mindset, he is called as fool or mudha according to author. Then who is the intelligent person, wise person, who understands all these things, who applies his discrimination, and who tries to attach for the highest things and seek the highest things? He is the right person. What is the way out? Seek the self or seek the God and experience it. That is the way out. That is what the philosophy and all the saints and spiritual people have told. May Adi Shankaracharya and the Lord bless all of us so that we shall seek the highest things and we shall experience and we shall live the life of peace and bliss. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Rama Krishna Arpanamastu.